Baruch Yahweh, Baruch Shai, Baruch Yahweh, Baruch Shai, Baruch Yahweh, Baruch Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bahashim, God Kudash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone True Well. Salutations to the whole elect out there. Akim to Sadakim, that do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. On the pre-Shemon, I don't know the exact title of it, but I'm gonna pull this. So I'm gonna pull over a little bit, pull over real quick, and this I'm gonna read something for you people, for you brothers out there. So not you people, the brothers out there, or whatever. You might have a lot of people that are watching this that are not necessarily part of the brotherhood. So I'm gonna go ahead and read this. I work at an essential company, right? And that essential company says this letter is a letter to prevent you from getting stopped or jammed up in the curfew that's going to go on tonight or the next coming weeks. I think it might last 2 weeks. It says, blank is an essential retailer which sells foods and over-the-counter medications to the public. In order to best serve the public, essential team members are required to travel to and from work outside of curfew. Our team members are responsible for stocking clubs to ensure we have essential products available to support public health needs. So, if you work in an essential retailer, whether it be Walmart, Sam's Club, Costco, BJ's, Fairway, Whole Foods, and you work overnight and stocking these places to give people essential goods and needs, then you'll be able to work. A lot of people are going to be out of jobs, man. I'm worried about, I'm already missing going to the gym. I'm pretty sure people in the world are even 20 times more missing the stuff they used to do. These women are missing going to the club shaking their ass, and the men are missing going in there to follow them, spend money on them. So people want to revert back to comfort, right? They want to revert back to comfort and ease, even though this is not really anything of that much severity, but people, you get used to things, I miss my steam room, I miss working out, and you might miss whatever, however this thing affects you, whatever, you might like going out to a bar, kick it with your friends and play some pool, take a girl out on a date bowling, these casual things of life that we've been taking for granted. It shows you how quickly the government could, with the use of the media, issue a martial law just like that. Just stuff that we've been saying for a very long time. A lot of brothers, a lot of people in general are going to be out of work. If Trump is saying he plans on giving more than $1,000, he plans to pump a shit ton of money into this economy during this whole crisis, as they call it. The non-visible enemy is what he's calling this COVID-19. He's not saying if it will pass, he's saying when it will pass. Expect the biggest economic boom, the stock market and all that. I'm leaning of the favor towards that, not because I'm pro-Trump or pro-anything, but I see that as the quickest way to collapse the dollar, is this huge stimulus. Again, time and time, each lesson I get the chance, I tell brothers how to make the best of that whole stimulus situation. But in these times, I guess, look, it will behoove you to stock up. If you can't, because we don't know what they're gonna, we can't foresee the future of how they're gonna play this out. They might shut down. Stuff might get hard for you to get. For example, today, only the elderly. The club opened up early. And I was like, why aren't they letting people in? And my coworker told me, look, it's only the elderly first. So the first hour, only the elderly could purchase. Only the elderly people could purchase. Everybody else has to wait in line, and the line is already stretching pretty far. I more lean towards the fact that this virus is something just similar to SARS and MERS, similar to those coronaviruses. I don't think it's a huge threat as people say it is. I see the propaganda as more a threat, just like they did with Venezuela when they convinced everybody over here that the people in Venezuela was eating each other. And then when news reporters went over there to Venezuela, you saw that none of that stuff was happening, and of course it was just propaganda they used to defame Nicolas Maduro. world, right? And put Juan Guaido as the president. So time and time again, they use the same strategy. I don't know if you might remember, all right? You may or may not remember something similar happened in 2008, all right? You had the stock market crash, and it was followed by in 2009 with the H1N1 virus, similar tactic. The AIDS epidemic, blaming the HIV virus and relating it to AIDS when the two had no correlation with each other. You know what I'm saying? The HIV virus did not cause AIDS. People that were dying of pneumonia with the antibodies to that virus, because that's what they did when they tested your blood. They didn't test your blood for the virus, they tested your blood for the immunity of the virus. That's how come a baby could be born HIV positive. But again, when you have the media on your side, man, at this point, bro, I'm convinced that the media could have people walk around in tinfoil hats. You know, that's that power of the witchcraft. That's that power of constant repetition. That's that power of fear and working on people's emotions. This tactic is powerful, man. I'm seeing it with my eyes. Like I wouldn't expect people to believe something that quickly. And no fact checking, just. But if you repeat it strongly enough, you can sway a lot of people's mind. But like the apostle said, I was watching the lesson, part of it in the Saturday camp yesterday. It would behoove you if you don't work at a non-essential area and you don't know how long this thing will last, how long Esau's going to keep this up. Hold down some extra food, some canned goods. Have a little money to the side, because if you ain't getting no check and you don't have a non-essential job, then But the Most High is going to get us through this, man. The Most High is going to get us through this some way, somehow. Just keep teaching. As long as we still out there and as long as we still able to put this truth up, as long as we still out there to go out there in the highways and byways, then there's still more to come. There's not a famine of the word yet, in the sense of we're still able to go out there and condemn this devil. So there's still certain prophecies that have to be fulfilled. Now this is a major one that we're seeing right now. I mean, this is going to change a lot, because guess what? During this crisis, they've issued something similar to the Patriot Act, which is granting them the permission to, without a warrant. I forgot what the actual bill does, but it's the same tactic, man. You give up your safety for security, you end up losing both. And they've been doing that with 9/11, the Patriot Act, which later became the Freedom Act, and they just passed a recent act, and I just can't remember what it was called, during the midst of this COVID-19. But you can see that they're making this more of that 1984 totalitarian government, which it's always been. But what they're doing now is making people accept it, whether ignorantly or willingly, And ultimately, as you can see, this thing is going to go beyond the coronavirus, man. All right, this thing is going to be on. Look, you're going to be issued one to come out, and ultimately it's going to lead up to this RFID microchip. So that's a quick update, man. We're in this curfew. This curfew is today. They say it could last up to 2 weeks. Brothers that don't work at places that are non-essential, okay. Find ways to prepare yourself. You can still work. You can still work during the day. But like I said, man, the Most High is gonna get us through it. So with that, I'm gonna give all praises. Just a quick update. With that, I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua Ba'Hashem Rukal Kudash. That belongs to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone True Well. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there. You Akim to Sadakim that do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. Hey, Shalom, stay strong, Akim. Death to America.